What is going on, guys? It's Drew here at Dollywood for Smoky Mountain Christmas. And it's nighttime, so we got pretty cool trees here. If you look at them, they look like they're snowing. And every building has lights on it of some sort. So we're gonna come in, take a tour. I can tell you all my opinions on what cool lights we've got, what cool rides we have, what I think of everything. And we're gonna do that and have some fun. So let's come on inside. So Dollywood has this fancy sign here all lit up in front of the Palace Theater, which just creates quite a line of people who want to take pictures in front of it. So I'll just kind of show it that way. But as you can see, every building's got pretty lights on it. So these buildings are some of my favorites, and it really actually is pretty impressive to me how busy it is. It just goes to show this park as a whole is developing and growing and becoming more of that destination park, and obviously the hotel helps for it. Something we learned today is if you're a hotel guest, you actually get their free line saving, skipping pass thing. It's called Time Saver. So that is pretty cool. But it's just very busy. I mean, it's not like Magic Kingdom busy, but it definitely feels busier than a busy day at I don't know, like Busch Gardens, something like that. It feels like a busy day. The rides had lines. It was kind of weird. I mean, it was nice seeing that. That's something that's new for this year that I have never seen. You've got there's your ride wait time signs. I don't know if this will show up on here or not. Let's try as we get closer. So you can see Mystery Mine is temporarily closed. Blazing Fury 5 minutes, but like Fire Chaser 35, Wild Eagle 15 minutes. Thunderhead 10. So that's actually a lot busier than, you know, a normal time you go to Dollywood. But just look at the mass of people. It genuinely has been busy. I mean, if you were in a Florida park right now, you would be absolutely slammed too. It's the week before Christmas, or the week of Christmas. Christmas is in 4 days, so no real surprise here. I guess it kind of caught us off guard, but at the same time, I shouldn't be surprised. So something really cool, they have some s'mores here. You use the fire, you buy your s'mores here, they give you one of the little pokey sticks, some marshmallows on it, and you make your own s'mores, which is pretty neat. But crazy busy. I mean, I guess these people are all lining up for the parade, but you can see it's a lot of people here. This snowman looks almost identical to the one that's at SeaWorld, which kind of makes me laugh. It's like, hi, Mr. Frosty. And then this up here is the people waiting for Christmas Carol. This show, it's the biggest theater here, I think. I couldn't tell you, but by being in there, it looked really busy, and it's a great show, but probably by the time you watch this video, there's only going to be a handful of showings of it left. It's the final showing of it ever. I don't know if they lost their contract, didn't want to renew the contract or whatever, but this line though, it gets really big, and the theater's huge. But the last time we walked by here, the line was literally here, all the way down, past this blue tree over here, to that tree that's all the way in the distance, which was absolutely crazy to me. But the one thing that just blows my mind is that every building is covered with some sort of light fixture. This one you've got like the red and green, some of the more subtle, just the white tones. But every building has something, which makes it really cool. And then you also have a lot of kind of just wacky, fun little props. I don't know if they're like picture-taking props or whatever, but you just have reindeer here on a sleigh. It's cool because it's at nighttime. So this is the outside of the grist mill, home of the cinnamon bread. The wheel's not spinning, I guess probably because it's stable because Christmas lights are attached to it. But it's a nice little barn-like thing covered in lights, and it actually has this cool little reflection. Something you don't always get, but there's water there. Looks awesome. Alright, so we're walking into Craftsman Valley here. This tree is just really pretty, so we have to take time to note that. It's got all twinkles and stuff, and you've got the fun buildings around the corner here. You walk up this way, Crafton Valley. Alright, now we're on our way over to the train depot area. And we got sparkly lights here. Sparkly lights are cool. And also, this like house on the hill up here. I know it's supposed to look Christmassy, but it almost just looks creepy. With the Dollywood butterfly and stuff like that. You can't really see the house, you just see little bits and pieces of it glowing. That's cool. But you can see people just got off the train as there's people all everywhere. Or maybe just there's people everywhere in general. Because there's just people everywhere in general. Because the park's really busy. Alright, so welcome outside the train depot here. You can see the train's got some cool lights on it. And even the train cabins themselves have pretty cool lights. The carousel looks all pretty. And this building looks fantastically pretty. A lot of people trying to get on the train. Kind of interesting. The train here is like a show where it has times and only goes once an hour. And they filled for the day. So there's people who are like, sorry. It's not like any other park where you just kind of show up and you're like, oh, I want to take the train. Let me get on the train, and I get on the train. And it takes me, and it's like a transportation thing. This is like a show ride kind of thing. Really like it. You go all the way up into the Smoky Mountains. The train is from like the 1920s, so it's really loud and has a big whistle. A really cool area of the park. That would be dead if it weren't for the train. I mean, you have the carousel here, which is an old classic, and then down this little section over here, we've got the carnival style rides, which includes the Ferris wheel of Nope. It's the old style of Ferris wheel. It's not going to turn out on the camera. Through the power of editing, I'm going to manually turn into a daytime shot right now. And so you see exactly what I'm talking about. Your feet kind of dangle. It's like an inverted roller coaster. Not really anything that I would be interested in doing, because I think it would be terrifying. But this is the train area. It looks nice, but it's definitely one of the major attractions at this park. And it's just weird to me that it doesn't run continuously. It runs once an hour, but I guess that's how they set it up. And it must be really expensive to run this train. Pretty cool behind the stage tour of the engine house. As you can see, you can click the link below here, and they'll show you that. But this is the train area of the park. Alright, so moving up here into the Crafton Valley, we've got the snow globe where you can pay lots of money to get your picture taken in the snow globe with Rudolph theme. So that's kind of neat. You can see people are really queuing up for it, though. You got quite a few people in there. Now this section, I guess, is very tastefully done. It's not bold or anything. But damn, that cinnamon bread line is ridiculous outside. You can get it down here, or you can get it on the second level, which is what I did. Much shorter, but still a 20-25 minute wait up on the second level. But it's kind of fun. I would say it's very tasteful. But this is definitely the very southern part of Dollywood. You have the people making things. There's no rides in this section. There's very much just the southern kind of thing. But what's neat is, like, they have these little flaps that come down, so you can have heat on inside these things, on these porches that would have once not had heat if it weren't for the flaps. Is it actually warm in here? Ooh, there's a little bit of warmth coming from those flaps. Yeah, just some fun little stores. You can buy baseball bats over there if you want to buy a baseball bat. I wonder if that's package pickup only. Or if you could get some guy who's really mad and bash somebody on the head with his baseball bat he bought at Dollywood. That would be kind of weird, wouldn't it? But just moving along. Not a whole lot of crafts going on right now, just kind of thing. Pork rinds, that's gross. I wouldn't want that. They're not good, they're gross. I'm sorry, internet, if you think pork rinds are nice, they're gross. Man. Got some pottery in there. Up here, that's where you would meet Rudolph if you wanted to meet Rudolph. You can see him. He's in this hole right there. He's up there. You go in there to meet them. Rudolph and the Abominable Snowman. I do really like this tree. Dollywood does a good job of picking random trees to decorate. This one's all red and green. Kind of breaks up the place since it's all color or white lights. But we got the Dollywood Church, which I think the past couple years has been purple. This year it is white. What is it called? It's a chapel. The Robert F. Thomas Chapel. You can go in here. Only theme park in the world that has a church in it, I feel like. Pretty fancy. Not really Christmas decorated in here, but definitely have some church things, like pews and stuff like that. I'm going to walk out here before I offend somebody accidentally. We got a ramp here. That's cool. And another look at the fancy, fun little tree over there. So, continuing on, you got more crafts thing. I think this is like gem mining and stuff. The one thing that's really weird is it's not themed. I mean, I guess it's not weird. It's good. It's not normal amusement park merchandise down there. It's definitely themed things that you could only find where craftsmen are, so like things they made. But it's just kind of weird. I don't know if it does very well. These are kind of neat. I don't really know how to describe them other than they're glowing manger pieces, but they look really neat and cool. So those are fancy. I'll give them that. I like to look at those. But I know every listener is like, enough with Craftsman Valley. I want to see what the rides look like, or you've already stopped watching. And the fun part is I can look through the data and see exactly when you guys average jumping the shark, jump the ship, jump the shark, I don't know. Anyway, here, this is what Blazing Fury looks like during Christmas time. Looks like the house is on fire. So that looks really nice. You can see these new digital wait time signs. I showed you that one earlier, but it's glowing. It's got the wait time of 5 minutes. It doesn't really look very busy, but I think that's fun. But now this comes into probably my favorite part of the park, and that is Tennessee tornadoes throughout decorations. It genuinely looks like a tornado struck an area during Christmas and just threw Christmas lights all over the place. There's no order to them, they're all just random colors hodgepodging around. It looks awesome. Or it looks like something somebody would do who was drunk. But they don't serve alcohol here, so it's got to be tornadoes, right?
Right.
That makes sense to me. This is Tennessee Tornadoes area. I can't get over the detail, which is almost like lack of detail, which is totally what makes it really fascinating to me. Just the lights are all over the place in kind of a fun fashion to make it look like tornadoes attacked it. As for the ride itself, I think it's one of the best things Arrow has done. It's the fastest coaster here right now until Wild Eagle opens up. So or not Wild Eagle, Lightning Rod opens up. So it's a lot of fun. Short ride, but definitely a lot of fun. I like the inversions and everything. It's probably one of my favorites here. You might hear me say that a couple times, but the ride looks really nice. Now, what's really neat though too is you're going out into the dark. it's not like a park that's
temporarily closed.
The ride is really lit up. They've got a little bit of lights here on the hill up, not that you can tell, but I promise you that's the hill up. And other than that, just the ride is in the darkness in the woods and stuff, so that's what makes this area pretty cool. Yeah, right now it is closed. It's probably cold. It gets to that point in Dollywood in December where it gets too cold to operate rides. So that's probably what's going on. But the lights here are still neat and pretty. This is the Fire Chaser Express area. I was curious to see if you could see like the flame from when nighttime is dark. You can't really see it. But honestly, the ride doesn't really do a whole lot for Christmas. It has a couple of rope lights, but I think those would be open anytime. So not a whole lot of Christmas lights coming on from the Fire Chaser Express. That being said, the ride is a fun little family ride. Busy day today, had a long line, so I was kind of surprised it was only running 2 trains and not 3 trains, but it's not there. This is the Wild Eagle gift shop. Tastefully done. I don't know how well this is going to turn out, but Wild Eagle's got some neat looking LED lights on top of it that are changing colors, as you can see. Not necessarily for Christmas, but at least they look good. Wild Eagle, running about as fun as it always is. It's a good ride. It's pretty short. I feel like it's definitely the general public's favorite, and it has long lines and stuff, but good times. Here we go. You can sort of see the Wild Eagle lift now. It looks pretty. I've never seen this before, so I guess this is new for this year. But the stairs of the ride are lighting up at night. But really weird. It's kind of this dead area. Like besides this building right here, there's nothing lit up between here and Mystery Mine, as you're about to find out. So I think that's kind of weird. All right, so back into Christmas decorations now. We've got Mystery Mine, just pretty fancy decorated in patriotic colors here. Red, white, and blue. On this side. I don't know if it's on the other side. I guess we'll find out when we walk through it. But it's not in the middle. But then their station also, as you can see, is pretty nicely lit up with the supports. Yeah, so many people going in the wrong direction. Ah, yes. It's here. I believe the lights looked different last time we were here. I'm actually feeling that as I'm going around here looking at things, I feel like all of the lights are different colored than they were the last time I saw them. Well, not all of them, but most of them, which is kind of weird. So I don't know. It's just interesting, I guess. So that's what the Mystery Mine station looks like there with the little ride area and stuff. So it looks tastefully pretty. For a ride that I don't really care for. Didn't even ride it this time we went to Dollywood. It's rough, it hurts. I bang my head around. I barely fit on it. Like, it definitely makes me feel fat. So tried the test seat, fit dramatically much easier this time than last time, but still didn't ride it. But it's open. It's running around, so if someone wanted to ride it, they could. But I don't really care one way or the other. Here we got good use of recycling. This used to be the Copple Tower ride platform, and now it's got this pretty Christmas tree on it with Thunderhead in the background. But people are definitely lining up to take a picture with it, which is kind of cool. So I guess it's done good things for Dollywood, putting a tree here. So just got off Thunderhead. The only thing they really have decorated is their photo booth. And I mean, their control booth in their station is pretty decorated. Rode it this morning was awful. It probably was the roughest wooden roller coaster I had ridden this entire year, so including Voyage and Ghost Rider down at Knott's Berry Farm. That was the roughest thing I've ever been on. And then we rode it just like, you know, at nighttime after it's been warmed up, and it's amazing. So I don't know if I sat on a bad wheel, what was going on, but the ride was terrible, and now it's amazing. But this is gonna be a little stroll down the wilderness path here. Got some trees. They're all lit up. Different colors. So you alternate and you just see past different colors that are pretty. Good time at Dollywood. As you can see, it's been fairly crowded all day. Kind of strange. This is not really a negative or anything, but it seems like the event used to be much higher budgeted than it is now. I mean, the lights and stuff are still good, but like things like that, like flashing trees, are few and far between when it used to be much more common. I feel like less trees are now colored. We have more gaps in the park where there's no coloring. Like here, I can just show you darkness. Like the only thing that's lit up here is this wreath, and then Midway lights. So I don't know. It's kind of interesting. But overall, good day. We're heading towards the best end of the season show. It was the night before Christmas. It makes me feel like a terrible son because I don't go home for Christmas. But the show's really good. We're bringing it back down, and it's just more nothing. It's just Christmas wreaths, and I feel like I don't remember. I mean, there could be there, and if you comment if there were, you can tell me. I'm not going to be mad if I get called out, but I just feel like there's more gaps into the theming this year than there ever was. And I remember like fun drawings of like 5-year-olds coloring things, and that's not there. So overall, it's not quite the same. Had a good time at Smoky Mountain Christmas here at Dollywood. I will say that. I always do. Dollywood is a nice show. It's a good time, and everybody's really friendly. But even that, I would say, I mean, it's getting to the end of the season and people are done, but I feel like this is the year where I've heard more rude things from Dollywood ride operators that I've never heard before. Riding in Tennessee Tornado, and some guy made some comment about when he's like, "Who's ready to ride?" And everyone goes, "Woo!" And he goes, "That seemed like a sarcastic woo to me, but whatever," and sent the train. Yeah. Or a guy at Wild Eagle, when a larger guest didn't fit, but the PA went womp 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 womp. Just things I wouldn't expect at Dollywood. Didn't really matter to me, but I'm sure they mattered to somebody, and so I don't know. Now we're coming back towards the main section of the park here, which has the new entrance, which is kind of neat, actually. That was something I did like. If you're sitting in preferred parking, or parking in preferred parking, I don't think you sit in preferred parking. I guess you could if you brought a lawn chair or something. You have your own little entrance to the park, which is really kind of cool. You now park, or you get to go over here. And so you have your own mini little entrance. But that's been kind of our tours of and thoughts of this section of the park. And we're going back to the main Midway now, which still looks absolutely amazing and pretty. Alright, outside of the Dream Song Theater and Chasing Rainbows, you can see some Dolly's Closet, her style, your size. Pretty stuff over here. And I don't know what this section of the park is themed to, but I feel like it's kind of themed to Dolly Parton. And more of the pretty trees. Theater. We're going to go see Twas the Night Before Christmas, or Twas the Night Before Christmas. It's a Dollywood original show. It's fantastic. Totally recommend checking it out if anyone hasn't been here. I know all the people watching this are probably like, no, night rides on coasters are better. But to me, I think it's the best way to end the night. So that's what we're here for. See all the people already lining up for it too. But we're not one of those because we got our Q-Bot. Haha, suckers! Thank you guys for watching this video and all of our other videos here on the YouTube channel, especially the ones at Dollywood and Pigeon Forge. Check out our Facebook page, facebook.com/InTheLoopPodcast, and our website, InTheLoopPodcast.com. I love how Dollywood closes the park at night, having the Rudolph characters up there and the fake Florida snow, which is the bubbly snow. It's awesome. I love it. Thanks for watching, and we will see you on the Midway.